Longing for Jerusalem Season 1 has been sponsored by Mr. and Mrs. Isaac and Tiffany Naxon in honor of the Finding Holiness podcast. Part 9. The Gemara informs us that the second Bet HaMikdash was destroyed because of baseless hatred, to teach us that Sinat Chinam is equivalent to the three cardinal sins, murder, idolatry, and immoral relations, which were the cause of the destruction of the first temple. Every generation that doesn't merit to see the building of the Bet HaMikdash is as if it was destroyed in his days. Which means that if there was a Bet HaMikdash right now, it would be destroyed because of our Sinat Chinam. Why so? Is our Chesed not good enough? Look how many Gmilut Chasadim organizations we have today. Chesed, philanthropists, all over the place. Truth is, even at the time of the second Bet HaMikdash, there were lots of Gmilut Chasadim organizations, which means that we could be drowning in Chesed, but Sinat Chinam could burn it all up. The root of Sinat Chinam is Ain Ra'ah, an evil eye, and that is the source of many other horrible traits and evil deeds, worst of which is Lashon Hara. The thing with Lashon Hara is that according to proper Hebrew grammar, Lashon, which means tongue, is a feminine noun, so technically it should be called Lashon Ra'ah. Why is it Lashon Hara, Hara being in the male form rather? The Maharal explains the term Lashon Hara to mean the tongue of an evil man. Lashon shel ish hara. The tongue is the pen's heart. A man that speaks Lashon Hara is an evil person who accustoms himself to see the evil in everything. To him or her, there's an X on everything they encounter. Then hatred enters, and the tongue begins to lash out. How can one prevent baseless hatred and Lashon Hara? By fixing the root of the problem. A good person sees the good in everything. By giving the benefit of the doubt, one will learn to speak praise and highly of others. Did you ever ask what the spies claimed after scouring the land? Did they speak bad about another person? It was only about the land. If a person enters your house and says, your air conditioner is broken, or no good, is it Lashon Hara? Rather, an evil person sees evil in everything, and the spies did the same thing. They had the opportunity to see what Israel had more than other countries, not what it was lacking. There are people that all they do is complain. Even on a wedding day of their children, nothing is ever good enough. Food wasn't tasty enough, music wasn't to their liking, flowers weren't the right colors, tablecloths were too long. Why are you focusing on the non-important elements of your simcha? Then there are those of the opposite side, who see the good and are very, very thankful. The AC wasn't working, one dish was overcooked. It doesn't matter. They were grateful to marry off one of their children. They thanked the caterer and the waitstaff for making their simcha special. These type of people will only focus on the good, even if that means ignoring others who can't do so. Our job is to ingrain in ourselves the love for every Jew. Lo hibit aven beYaakov velo ra'a amal beYisrael. The blessing of the Jewish people is that he does not look at evil in Yaakov. He has seen no perversity in Israel. Have a good eye in each person. That is the way we need to follow. To be continued.